You're now watching The Wash Daily. Today news, there has been a political action committee who has been supporting up to $1 million to the Trump administration. And on the members of that group are people like Curaleaf and Trulieve and Verano, all the big cannabis companies. They're behind this. They're putting out a video saying that Donald Trump's decision to reschedule cannabis has been huge and it's actually coming through at a promise. And that because he's done this, he's going to save the world from mids coming from the illicit market, from the cartels getting to your children. So that's great news according to the video. However, it's not really true. Donald Trump actually hasn't signed the cannabis as a different classification yet. That he has only recommended that it happens. It may not happen. It may or may not. If it does, it's huge. It's been actually good, I think, for stocks. It looks like the big stock companies, the cannabis stocks, are seeing a boom in, speculative interest, I guess. But other than that, nope, big nothing. And so that's not true. And the idea that putting cannabis into the hands of people like Curaleaf and Trulieve, that's a good idea. It's not a good idea for anybody because they're scoundrels. So who knew what would be happening here in 26 back in 2021 and 22? It's pretty wild. I guess we'll have to see what happens. But currently, cannabis is still a dangerous narcotic, highly addictive with no medical purpose for all intents and purposes. Also in news today, New Jersey is seeing a sharp decline in its medical marijuana market. People aren't using the medical marijuana dispensaries. There's actually been a sharp drop in the amount of people who are even renewing their cannabis cards. It looks like that's actually a trend where the states who once only had medical marijuana, then they have a legal market. People stop going to the medical marijuana market, even though they can buy more cannabis and higher percentage THC edibles, that kind of thing. I guess people are just not that worried about it. They just go get the regular weed from their local. So there's nothing wrong with that, except that the medical marijuana people are like not selling their weed at all, and nobody's going there. And if you're one of the people who had that business, you're like, this stinks. So there's the government getting in the way of people doing their work. Very bad idea. Government should not be involved in any of these things, just like they're not involved when you buy tomatoes or pineapples or whatever other produce, just like cannabis, which is produce and it is first food. Also in news today, there's the C.C.C. in Massachusetts has now decided they're going to be looking at how much of a person's canopy space, if they're a cannabis grower, is being utilized. If it's less than 70%, ideally using up to 70% of their space in the way that I guess that they have deemed appropriate, they can reduce the tier level of that particular grow operation, and that's not good news.
Thank you for watching The Wash Daily.
Like and subscribe unless you're a douchebag. Then please don't call